Hey trappers, I picked up something yesterday and I'll give you a little bit of background on it, but I thought it would be a good subject to make a YouTube video on. I won this rifle with the Fur Takers of America 2024 Sportsman's Calendar. I bought the calendar last year at the Pennsylvania Trappers Rendezvous, and I was informed a month or so ago that I had won a Henry 22 lever action. And when the gun shop contacted me, he said, you can have that gun, or you can have, pick something else. And I was credited toward any other, shotgun or rifle, whatever. And I thought about it, and my little boy has one of these in a youth model, a Henry 22 Youth. And my middle daughter really likes shooting it, and I thought, well, I'll take that Henry and give it to her. But when it arrived, I did not know it was this model. And this is kind of special, and it's really kind of special to trappers. This is the Henry 22 Carbine. And the difference between this and the standard 22 Henry that everybody all knows and loves is it has a shorter barrel, and it has this large loop. The large loop is, if you have bigger hands or gloves, that's what the large loop is for, which, trappers often have. They're working in cold times of the year, and they often have gloves on. So I kind of really consider this little carbine the trapper model. It has just a hair over a 16-inch barrel, whereas the standard model, I believe, has an 18.5-inch barrel. So, that's about as short a barrel as you're going to want for a trapline rifle. And like I'd said before, the large loop is nice if you're wearing gloves. This is just, there's also a nostalgia to a lever action. Like, this looks like a trapper's rifle. I mean, this looks like a rifle a trapper be, carrying in the Northwoods somewhere on a Martin line or whatnot. But I sighted it in tonight. It didn't really take much sighting in. I just had to move that rear sight a little bit one way. Remember, when you're moving your rear sight, you want to move it the opposite direction. You want to move it the direction at which you want the point of impact to move, I guess, is the easiest way to say it. But it does have the standard length stock. A lot of trappers are buying rifles, youth rifles, from the trap line, and they're nice because of the compactness. But when you actually want to shoot them at any distance, it's kind of cumbersome to shoulder that short length of pull little rifle. Whereas this, you have all the benefits of the youth model with the 16-inch barrel. Like I said, that large loop, man, it just screams a trapper rifle. Kind of reminds me of the old Winchester 94 trappers. But what I was getting at is you still have the standard length stock. So this is really comfortable to shoot. You don't have the sight plane with a longer barrel, but I mean, my eyes are not the best, and I had no problem picking up these iron sights. It was easy to sight in, and the dang thing is pretty accurate with the iron sights. I'm not going to keep a scope on it because I kind of like to shoot. I like to shoot iron sights with a lever gun, but I will put a scope on it that I can take on and off if I ever want to take it squirrel hunting and do have to take longer shots, simply because my eyes aren't the best anymore, and telescoping optics will help me with them longer shots. But yeah, you can still buy the FTA Sportsman's Calendar. We have a half a year left on it. I'm a FTA member. I'm an FTA board member, and I bought one calendar, and I was lucky enough to win this rifle. And honestly, of all the rifles that I saw, I didn't know them all. This is probably the coolest, most trapper specific rifle on the whole list. And I mean, the 22 is the quintessential trapper gun. The lever gun has the nostalgia. This is the carbine, which is the small package, you know, compact package, the large loop for gloved hands or big cumbersome hands. Um, it holds 12 22 long rifle or 16 22 shorts. And just while we're on the subject, and I didn't make well, I was making a lot of short YouTube videos. I didn't make any that were lengthy for any time. I just want to talk a little bit about a lot of people carry single action revolvers on a trap line. I personally, for my style of trapping, I like a rifle for a number of reasons. And like I said, this is probably the perfect rifle in use and in just cool factor. One other thing that's important about a trapline rifle is single loading. This is real simple to load a live round in there just by working the lever, and you can chamber one really easy. But yeah, back to why I like a rifle in the trapline as opposed to a pistol. One of the reasons is accuracy. Just simple accuracy. I can shoot a rifle far more accurately than I can shoot a revolver or a pistol. And you know, even an animal in a trap that's really not moving or moving a bit, accuracy is important for shot placement. I'm just a better shot with a rifle than I am a pistol or a revolver. The second reason is I like to chest shoot my coyotes when they're trapped, simply because I don't have the blood issue, and I was saving skulls. You know, if you want to save skulls, you know, you don't want to put a 22 hole through the skull. So I chest shoot my coyotes. It's very humane. They go down very quickly, but I like the added velocity that a rifle will give you. I mean, there's a pretty significant velocity difference between a 22 long rifle in a rifle versus a revolver. And that accuracy coupled with that extra feet per second of velocity, I think this just works a lot better for making chest shots, heart shots, long shots on coyotes. They go down very fast and very humane. The other thing that I think is probably most important for using a rifle is skunk dispatch. I use CB shorts to dispatch my skunks. They're a very low velocity, very quiet, very mild round. CCI makes them. It's a CB short. But the way I administer them to the skunk, to a trap skunk, is it would be virtually impossible to do it when using a revolver. I like to shoot them in the chest, between the front legs in the chest, and angle your rifle that the bullet goes right into the vital organs, the heart lung area. So really, when the skunk's in a trap, they're gonna be facing you a lot of times. They want to watch you, see what's going on, see what you're doing. You can come down, let them sniff the muzzle a little bit, and you can just work that barrel right under their chin, between their front legs. Get your angle right, that you angle into the vitals, and just chest shoot them like that. And I found that really works well for skunk dispatch. I still shoot my skunks. Polling them, in my opinion, it's a lot of extra stuff to carry, and it just takes a lot more time, and you know, time is money to me. I found that if you get pretty good at shooting them, you don't lose a whole heck of a lot of essence. Sometimes they'll spray a little bit, but I don't mind. I smell like skunk all season long. There's some years I caught upwards of 40 skunks. I catch quite a few skunks on my fox line. So yeah, I went into quite a tangent there, but it was a good little talk on trap line guns and firearms, really. But yeah, this little Henry carbine, man, like I said, I think it's the perfect trapper's rifle. It'll do everything you need to do on a trap line. Sure, it's a wooden blued model, but you know what? Got a couple scratches and dings and dents and rust spots on there. It'll look like a trapper rifle of days gone by, and you can hand it down to your grandkids, and you know, those marks are going to be memories, and they'll think about how grandma or grandpa was, you know, the times that this rifle saw on the trap line. And I have a rifle like that. Unfortunately, it's a bolt action, but it's in rough shape. I bought it brand new, and you can tell I kind of abused it on the trap line. But if I was starting out buying something today, this would be the firearm. But I am going to have fun with this. I'm gonna let my daughter shoot it when my son shoots his Henry. Henry's just an awesome American, all-American company. Uh, Made in America or not made at all is their motto. I've seen they have merchandise, they have hats that are all American made. It's just an awesome company, and their products are phenomenal. The smoothness of this action and the accuracy that I know, I can't wait to just see how accurate it actually is once I put a scope on it. Um, by the way, it's a 3/8 inch dovetail if you're going to buy one of these and looking for mounts. But I think it's going to be really accurate. The trigger's not too bad. I'm just super pleased with it. And I was expecting just a standard model, and I got this cool little trapper carbine. It's a carbine, but I'm going to call it a trapper carbine because it is the perfect trapper's rifle, the perfect truck rifle, and every American should own a 22 rifle. So till next time, catch you guys and girls later.